Members of the MK Party, MKP, have recently taken to social media to vent their intense displeasure with the selection of new leaders for the party. At a gathering of party officials and supporters, a number of voices expressed disapproval of what they saw as the party's departure from its core principles and dedication to the underprivileged people it was founded to represent. Before we continue, please kindly subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell so as to get all our updates. Speaking for a large number of people, one outspoken MKP member underlined, "We cannot suffer and see new members appointed as leaders without accountability or understanding of our struggles." This mood permeated the whole event as participants considered the persistent issues they encounter in their local areas, such as poverty, unemployment, and a dearth of sufficient social services. The dissatisfaction stems from the perception that the new hires do not reflect the interests of seasoned party members who have persevered through adversity and are still committed to the cause. Critics contend that political scheming has had a greater impact on the party's leadership changes than the actual need for reform and renewal. Numerous members cited what they saw as a gap between the new leadership and the MKP base's actual situation on the ground. They demanded that leaders have a strong understanding of the problems faced by common people in addition to having a wealth of expertise in government. "We need leaders who understand our pain and are willing to fight for our rights, not just those who want titles and privileges," said another member. There is a genuine concern that the MKP might alienate its core followers if it does not return to its historical role as a voice for the disadvantaged. The MKP is at a pivotal point in its history as tensions rise, and there are demands to review its leadership selection procedure to make sure it accurately reflects the interests and hardships of its members. The party may encounter further dissension and disappointment among its members if these issues are not resolved quickly, endangering its ability to be a powerful political force in the future. Members are still holding out hope for a change and are pleading with the leadership to pay attention to and act upon the opinions of those who have stuck to the party's principles. Once more, former President Jacob Zuma's claim that the African National Congress, ANC, is more significant than the nation itself has been rekindled by political expert Bruce P.S. in a recent essay. Although the comment caused a great deal of controversy, Bruce argues that it captures a larger truth in world politics. Party loyalty sometimes takes precedence over national interest. Zuma's public speech reaffirmed a long-standing critique of political organizations that put their own objectives before of the country's well-being. Bruce contends that this conduct is common in political environments around the globe and is not unique to South Africa. He uses authoritarian governments like North Korea and Russia as examples, where the interests of the populace are subordinated to the leader's party ideology and personal authority. Once a ray of hope in the fight against apartheid, the ANC has come under fire for its internal strife and administration. Bruce contends that the organization's pervasive corruption and inefficiencies are a result of this emphasis on party allegiance. Political parties, including the ANC, often become insular, focusing on survival and power rather than the broader implications of their policies for the citizenry, he states. This viewpoint brings up important issues about accountability in democracies. Political leaders often have to strike a careful balance between party loyalty and public service, so Bruce's observations are a good way to think about the principles that influence political choices. Ensuring that political parties act in the interests of the country rather than their personal agendas is still a difficulty facing South Africa as it develops. A more responsible political future depends on the continued discussion of the connection between party politics and government. Following his recent suspension due to internal investigations, the MK Party has once again announced the resignation of its Gauteng Common Executive, known internally as the Chief. The renunciation was confirmed on Thursday after mounting pressure inside the party's shared plans for some time. The former executive was recently placed on suspension after being accused of bad conduct and failing to uphold the party's principles. Although the specific allegations have not been made public, party sources suggest that the suspension was related to financial mismanagement and official abuse.